if you break down on the side of the road or your car dies on the side of the road in a gas car, what are you gonna do?
You're gonna get your car towed.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Colorado Cars.
In today's video, we are going to tell you some things you need to know before you buy a Tesla Model 3. And there's just a few of them that if we knew it before we bought it, it would have been really helpful for us.
Yeah, definitely. So, also, if you haven't done so already, make sure you like and subscribe to this video and to our channel. We are doing an Adams Polishes giveaway. We have a ton of stuff to give away, and we want to give it away to you. Also, if you've already entered, make sure you check the comments on your comments, because we have
give you further instructions on how you get your product.
Yeah, because we already have some winners, so make sure that you're checking your comments. We reply to you, and it gives you instructions on how to get your product. So yeah.
And thanks for everybody who subscribed. We just hit 100 subscribers, so it's going slow, but we are getting more of a viewership, which is nice. So,
it's awesome.
We'll keep making videos as long as you guys keep watching them. So
before we get started, I feel like maybe we should talk about our first little bit. So we've actually had this car now for a month. I've put 2,192 miles on it, which is quite a bit.
Yeah, and
but it's just so much fun to drive, like you can't stop. So
the autopilot, you just feel like you can go really anywhere with it.
Yeah, and I feel like that's gonna slow down now, but still, I love it. Yeah. So over the first 2,000-ish miles, it's been into the service center once to get all of those issues fixed that we described in our last video, talking about our service center experience. We got our car back after a day, which is awesome. I mean, we had a loaner.
Yeah. I don't see any problems with the Tesla service experience. Like, it's pretty good.
It's really good. I mean, there's some weird things like
the loaner car we got had mismatched wheels, and it was really old.
And it was dirty.
Yeah.
I guess they don't have a car wash at the Littleton location service center. But then again, it's not, I mean, it's exactly what it is. It's a service center. It's not a dealership where you're gonna expect it to be clean. So, I guess what I mean by that is, like, if you take your phone into Apple because it has something wrong with it, they're not gonna clean it after they're done. They're just gonna fix it and give it back, which that makes sense.
So now let's get started and tell them about some of the things they should know before they buy a Tesla.
Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so the first thing that you need to know before buying a Tesla is charging. We are actually at a supercharger right now in Boulder, Colorado. A lot of people always say they have range anxiety. Have you ever gotten that from driving this?
Never.
Neither. And so I've been down to 1% battery just the other day, and you're definitely like, well, am I gonna make it or not?
And it definitely goes a little further than that 1% that you have.
So my friend who has a Model X said if you get to 1%, you still have 10 miles. Who knows if that's true or not?
But I think it is, because you were really low the other day, and you got to the supercharger just fine.
Guess the main thing with what I think people need to know is if you break down on the side of the road or your car dies on the side of the road in a gas car, what are you gonna do?
You're gonna get your car towed.
Yeah, or have somebody bring you gas, but most likely I'd have my car towed.
Yeah, year over year, I'm pretty positive that more gas cars run out of gas than electric cars run out of battery.
Totally. Because especially if you have a charger at home, because when are you gonna be out? And I mean, like, so I don't have a charger at my apartment, but I put one in at my parents' house, and every time I'm there, I plug it in, I get up to 80%. It works great.
It does.
And when I move into my own house, hopefully soon, I'm gonna put a charger there. So then every single night I'll just plug it in, have 80% the next day with no issues.
Yeah. So the main thing is you should be wary of how much battery you have, but don't let
be smart about it. Like, I guess that the main thing, the first thing you need to know on me, we're each gonna do 3. The first thing for me is don't have range anxiety. Just be smart. Plan out your days. Like, I mean, I don't need a charge right now. I have 60%, but we're in Boulder. I'm visiting him at school. There's a supercharger right next to us. Why not just plug it in for 15 minutes and knock this video out?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your first thing?
So when we got this Tesla, there were issues with it, obviously. Like, there were issues with the paint, and there was a big panel gap. So I think the main thing is, whenever you get the car and you see the issues, just take it to the Tesla service center, because they will help you out and fix everything without a hassle.
Yeah, and I'll just add to that, like, I didn't notice a lot of things during delivery. I didn't notice the panel gap. I didn't notice the paint issues. And because you're so excited to get your car, you're not going to notice it, or you are going to notice it and it's going to take away from your delivery experience, or not. I don't know. I didn't really care, but when I got it home, put it in the garage, turned on the garage lights, you could see the stuff that I was talking about. Definitely. And also, just over time, as it became my daily driver, you start noticing more things.
Yeah.
But what I did is I just took it in.
They were so helpful, and it only took one day. And I feel like if you did that with a BMW, it would take them so long.
Yeah.
There were pain
So we just actually dropped off his BMW, and he said he's going to have it for a minimum of 2 days.
Yeah.
So, and it's not even a big issue. Yeah. It's literally like a starting issue, but they're going to have to diagnose it and have it for 2 days, which makes no sense.
Yeah, and the diagnosis is like $120.
Yeah.
With the Tesla, it's just free, so yeah.
Okay, so my second thing is, don't be afraid to get this car if you think you're not good at technology. So I've seen a few posts of people saying they're worried about getting the car because it's so technological, blah, 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 blah. Like, don't be worried about that. It is so easy. They have it laid out so well that it's
And if you don't know how to do anything, you can easily just look it up online, and there will be hundreds of videos showing you how to do that.
Written out posts, like everything.
Like, this car is definitely easier to use than the iDrive system.
Or, yeah, it definitely is. Or just call 1-800-TESLA and they take care of you over the phone right there.
Yeah.
So what's your second thing?
So one of the most annoying things about this car is the black, like, piano black trim. It gets so dirty, and no matter how much you clean it, it will always get dirty by the end of the day and dusty.
Within like 20 minutes, it's dusty and fingerprinted, and
which is really
I consider myself to have pretty clean hands.
Yeah, and you don't even touch it, and it still gets so dirty.
So dirty, really so quick. It's a really annoying because I love keeping my cars clean, so I've kind of learned to give up on it. We actually have a upcoming sponsor who's going to send us out some wraps for the piano black stuff. They saw our last video, they wanted to sponsor us, so
I would definitely keep a microfiber in the cloth.
Yes, definitely. It does get microfiber annoying. And maybe, like, you know, those small vials of eyeglasses spray so you can clean the screen. Definitely do that. Also stay tuned for that giveaway if you own a Model 3, because it's gonna be pretty cool. Okay, so my third thing is, what was it? Oh, my third thing that you need to know is most cars now, if you have a garage, they come with something called HomeLink, where you can just hold the mirror, push a button somewhere on your mirror, whatever. Almost just said fucking on your fucking mirror. But you can push the button, it opens the garage. The Model 3 actually does not come without a standard anymore, which kind of sucks. So if you have a garage door and you want to be able to open it around, like, I still have them in here for some reason, but like, I don't want to carry all three of these around and have to go shuffling through my...
It's kind of pathetic how that's a $300 add-on.
It is, and I don't even know if they add anything mechanical.
No, it's just all software.
I don't know about that, because they said it was a retrofit, but I would need to learn more. Either way, it's $300 fully installed.
Like, cars should come with that.
They should, definitely. When you buy a $10,000 car, it comes with it.
Yeah, so that's
like
probably...
Mazdas, Kias, all of those.
It's kind of pathetic how you spend this much money in a car and it doesn't have that feature built in.
Definitely. So that's one thing to definitely keep in mind if you don't want to carry around a garage door opener. Or, like, I don't like having stuff up here, so I don't want to...
No, you don't want to keep that. You just want to be able to do it through your car.
Yeah.
Because it's a nice, sleek look.
But once you do get it, it's awesome, because when you pull into your house, it automatically opens it. When you leave your house, it automatically closes it. You can program it to fold your mirrors in when you're pulling into the garage. I mean, it's definitely... For me, it was worth the $300 because I garage park every single night. But if you don't, then obviously don't spend the money on it.
Definitely.
But they gotta figure out a way to make it to the $35,000. So and by taking that out, maybe it helps.
They're gonna lose money on that car, so we'll see how they do that.
All right, what is your third thing?
So my third thing is about autopilot, and autopilot's great to use on the highway, and it's so nice, makes driving so much more relaxing. But if you're using it on normal roads, make sure you're cautious when going through intersections, because sometimes it doesn't always see the lines and it will jerk you over into the other lane. So I'd always suggest that you keep your hand on the wheel when you're going through intersections.
How many times does that happen to us?
Like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
Because
Really
you're just driving along normally, and then your car jerks you, and you're like, okay, why didn't you just follow the lane?
Yeah, exactly.
And I just don't think they're ready for full self-driving yet.
Definitely not. One thing that I don't know about, and if you do know about this, comment down below so I can learn, is my friend has a Model X. I've talked about him before. His name's Cole. When he is in autopilot, and he has full self-driving, when he's in autopilot, if it's following the car ahead of him, the car ahead of him will turn blue. And if it's following the lanes will turn blue. I've never seen mine go blue for the car ahead of me. Have you?
Never.
So I don't know
The
if...
lanes have definitely been blue, but the car
the lanes are always blue when I'm on autopilot, but the car never is blue ahead of me. So is that a full self-driving feature? If you know, comment below, please. And yeah, that's what we know so far.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this helped anybody who's looking to get a new Tesla.
Also, please make sure you subscribe and like this video. Once you've subscribed, comment done in the comment section below. We want to get rid of this Adams polishes stuff. We don't have, I mean, we have way too much of it, so we want to give it away to you. Also, stay tuned for our next video,
which will be
EV Armor. Is hooking us up with some new wraps. We want to give those away too. So yeah, thanks so much for liking, like, and subscribe. See you later.
See you on Friday.